Good evening, everybody. It's Monday night, and I've been working on the trek for a little bit. Been kind of a rough day. Lost somebody in my family, but bikes have always been that thing that just kind of relieves the tension and the stress and, the pain in your heart. But let's get back to this bike. This is a single track, a 930. Chromoly frame, true temper ox tubing. So it's a beautiful tube bike. Uh, it's STX build. Um, I just finished polishing out the seat post because it was scraped up to hell. I was going to replace it, but I decided, watching old videos like Old Shovel, how they clean up old parts, and it worked out well. Took off those bar ends. I just thought the bar ends were just way too long. I left the bar ends on my Gary Fisher, but on this bike, it just looks so much cleaner. I was looking at some images of some 930s without the bar ends, and I just thought it looked so much cleaner. So, the bar's still plenty wide enough. For today's standards, it's considered short, but this is a 1995. The RockShox, I'm going to clean up still. Got some XT pedals on it. Put a Lezyne bottle cage and a traditional bottle cage on the back. 2 Podium water bottles. It has a Kutu saddle, a seat bag. Tires are in beautiful condition, so I got to take these out. They're a pretty aggressive tread, as you can tell. That's a really nice tread. And since the center tread is pretty solid, you could run them on the street without any major issues. Running them about 50 psi. I didn't really check the pressure. I'm guessing 35 to 60, but I should check that out. Drivetrain runs well. Front derailleur needs a little adjustment because it's hard to get into the big chainring. Rear cluster or rear cassette's in brand new condition. It's a brand new cassette on the back. Still have to get rid of all the oxidation on the rear hub, but the hubs run pretty smooth. That's pretty nice for an old hub. And since they are Shimano, those are ball bearings. They didn't go sealed. I don't think they have sealed until they got up to, late 2000s. And they went with sealed bearings. But these are all ball bearings. So they're all repackable, replaceable. But overall, the bike's pretty sweet. I just love that traditional geometry. I like the cables on the top tube, even though all those cables need to be replaced, just because of oxidation, and they're pretty rough looking. But I'll get that taken care of. They look pretty simple. And nice, shiny silver cables will look really good on the bike. Other than that, guys, the bike's in great shape. It runs great. I just spin it around a little bit. Just got to get that front derailleur adjusted. And once I get that, it's just going to be good to go. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to keep it or resell it. Bought it on the cheap, really cheap. So guy knew what he had, just had a hard time selling it and wasn't patient enough. This a 930 is a bike that collectors want, but it's a very small few collectors, and they always want it in their size because they want to remember the old 930 they bought back in the early 2000s. This is this is a 2005, I believe. But they started back in 1999. So this is one of the few that were still made in the United States, the frame. And it's a great bike. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you all soon.